morning. Alright, so I've had a request, a couple, for some seated footwork and ankle mobility and strengthening. We're going to start seated and then we're going to do a little bit of standing balance work and muscle activation as well. So a chair we're going to do today, and then actually if you want to grab a book or sort out where in your house you have a stair that also has a wall or something stable that you can hold on to so that you know where you're going to go for the second half of the video, that would be good. Alright, so starting seated, we're just going to keep the ball of the feet together and lift the heels and lower the heels, and lift and lower, and just get a little bit of movement in the ankles, the knees, and a little bit of residual work in the hips. Abs are on tight, good posture, lengthening through the crown of the head, sitting up a little bit taller, and then we'll just alternate the feet. One lifts as the other one lowers. And then you'll lift the ball of the foot, both feet at the same time. It's like the heel's reaching for the floor and the toes are reaching up towards the ceiling. And then you'll lower and lift. Lower and lift. Really reach through the toes, cinch in at the waist, lift through the chest, nice posture. And then go ahead and relax the legs and feet down. And then just focus on one leg, okay? Starting with the right foot, we're gonna make a little circle up with the toes, down, around. And if you need a little bit more of a lift, you can just hold that leg up and support it so you can clear the floor. And you'll reverse the direction. Try and make it nice and easy. And keep the leg and the shins still so that you're just working right here in the ankle. Now if you have an injury on one side or it just feels a little bit stiff, you can continue using the big toe, almost thinking of it as a pencil. You would write out the alphabet, write out the letters of the alphabet. So a big A, a big B, right? A huge capital C, and it ends up getting all the shapes and angles and sides and around and straight and up and down, flexion, etc., etc. So going all the way through the alphabet, and you'll see what I mean, as big as you can without getting into any pain or discomfort. So there's that. And then if you don't need to do that, then we can skip it if you want to try it, see how you like it. But then switching to that left foot, and we'll just get a little up and down movement, focusing just at the joint, and then a nice circle, keeping your shin as still as possible, and trying to get as smooth and easy and big of a circle as you can with your left foot, reversing the direction. And then coming forward on the front of your seat just a bit, we're gonna get a small V with the feet. Heels are together, knees are bent, and just relax out to the side, abs are on, and you're gonna lift your heels and lower your heels. So we're just getting another angle and keeping the pressure of the heels gently pressed together. Some activation through the muscles. And I'm going to use this as an opportunity to just focus on getting engagement in the arch in the bottom of the foot. So we're going to lower the heel, and as you do so, think of squeezing or shortening the length of the foot closer to the ball or the toes. So you're trying to scrunch, shorten the foot, heel closer to the toes, and relax. So as you lower the heel down, you shorten it and squeeze it towards the toes, and then lift it up nice and high. Okay? So So that's what we're gonna be doing as we lower the heel and lift and lower. Finding that activation, heel gets closer to the toes. And lift, alternating sides. So go nice and slow so you can really pay attention. We're trying to keep even weight between the big toe and the pinky toe and the ball of the foot as you do this. So we're not rocking out or diving in with the ankles. So nice and slow so you can really work all the muscles, arches, foot, heel, and toes. And you'll feel this up and around the ankle as well. So there's the seated version. And then we're also going to do that standing. So, finding a place where you have something to hold on to for balance. We're just going to check in and have you stand on one foot. And lighten the support that you have, and maybe you don't hold on at all. Toning the muscles in the standing leg, engaging the glutes, cinching in at the waist, checking in with the hips. Are they level? Breathe. Shoulders up and back, chin lifted. And then we'll switch sides. Toning the muscles in your standing leg, holding on as needed. Glute, abs, good posture, chin up, and maybe you can let go of the support, the wall, the beam, the chair. And if you notice one side needs a little bit more support, you'll just take your time, build up a little bit of strength. So you can repeat that 3 to 5 times. Good quality work is what we're looking for. Or you can start to add. So back on the first leg, left leg for me, finding your core engagement, good balance and posture, and then maybe you'll just lift the right knee up, hip height, and control, lower it down, and lift, and lower. So just adding a little bit of movement, which challenges the work for your standing leg as you continue to work on your balance. Please. And then we'll switch. So good balance to begin. And if this is a weaker side, maybe you're just going to focus on balancing. If you would like to add that challenge, left knee bends up, hip height, abs on, shoulders back, chest lifted, cinch in at the waist, strong right leg. Nice and slow. Think if you had a coffee cup on the top of your head, you don't want to spill it. Just one more. Okay, now we started with the seated version of the ankle mobility. Now we're going to add a little bit of weight for the standing footwork. So, right heel is going to lift, that knee bends. You're still getting the engagement of the foot. As you lower the heel, you're squeezing the heel closer to the toes, and then you lift. So just a little bit more weight here, but it becomes even more challenging. So you're just trying it out, right leg, get the feel of it. This time now we're going to lift both heels. So you soften the left knee as you lower the right heel and squeeze it towards the toes, and then you lift. Here's our balance. Soften the right knee as you lower the left heel, squeezing the heel closer to the toes, and lift. And we're going to try and do this without holding on. Slow and controlled. If you need to hold on, you got your chair or your wall handy. And then maybe both heels lower, finding that engagement of the musculature of the feet, and slowly lift. Now as you lower, try and make it a little bit more challenging that you're not resting the heel on the floor. As it lowers down, it's just a hover. It's barely touching. It's still working. You're not relaxing here. And left. Woo. And shake it out. All right. And then we'll come to a small V position. Heels together-ish. Ball of the foot, toes wide and apart. Hi, Ducky. Coffee time. Hydration is important. Yeah. So if you need a break to get a sip of water, now's a great time, as demonstrated by my dog. All right. Heels together. The knees are kind of pointing away from each other, right? So parallel, knees are straight forward, legs are straight forward. Ducky. And then small V, knees point out away from each other. Heels together, toes pointing out. All right, we're gonna tone the whole leg, almost wrapping the leg around to engage the glutes, engage the abs. And then you'll lift the heels. Good job, Ducky. Way to hydrate, bud. Good job. Careful, baby. Hi, bud. All right. Heels lift and lower. Heels lift and lower. Lift and lower. A little bit slower, focusing on good balance. Holding on as needed to any kind of support that you have available. And if you need to change the angle, please do so. This is just a suggestion. It's what works for my body. But everyone's hips are different surgeries or injuries to knees. All my injuries are on my left side. So I modify for that. We're trying to keep the weight evenly distributed on both legs and feet. You can do anywhere from 3 to 15 of these. Nice and slow. And as you get more familiar or stronger, you can do up to 20. Right? Take a break. Do another 10, do another 20. So there's that. Now, the next part involves you either moving to a step in the house so that you have something where your toes can hang off the front, or I'm just gonna grab a book, and that way I can stand but have my toes hanging off the front. So it's gonna start with just one foot at a time activating, okay? I'm gonna pull my right toes up, firing up the muscles in the front of the shin. Okay. Abs are on, glutes are tight, good posture. I'm pulling up through the big toe and the pinky toe, trying to keep it level and even, right? I'm not tipped out or down, but a nice even lift and activation. Whew. And then check in with how you're holding on to your balance support and see if you can lighten that so you've got more activation in the body. Yowza. Pulling, 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 and relax. Switch. So if you need to have one foot, kind of changes your balance though. But you're really just focused now on the left foot, and you can hold on to your balance and support. Ooh. Breathe. Pulling up through the big toe, through the pinky toe. All right, so the goal is to do both feet at the same time without holding on. We'll see if I can do it. It takes a lot. So balance, pulling the toes up, engaging the abs, still trying to lengthen through the top of the head. Woo!
holding on as needed. Abs are on like crazy so you don't fall backwards. Not that you would fall, but you know. Wah! Abs, abs, abs. Eee. Whew. So holding on and doing that is definitely gonna build up the musculature, but being able to balance while pulling the toes up without holding on is really going to engage so much of the body, because the whole body is trying not to tip over in any direction. All right, so there's that. And then it would just be doing parts of that little routine, the stretching, the strengthening, the mobility, that seems like it's appropriate for your body as you're recovering or just building strength. If you have any shin splints, if you started jogging during quarantine and you have some serious discomfort, that last move is going to help build up some nice strength for you. So there's that, and I hope it helps.